What makes millions of hearts around the world fall deeper for Kim Taehyung, the man behind the global sensation V of BTS? Is it his fashion that defies logic, his mysterious charisma, or something far more powerful that words can't define? Stay until the end of this story, and you might just understand why the world can't stop talking about him. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because what you're about to read isn't just a story, it's a phenomenon. They say style is what speaks when words fail. But what if style itself becomes a language, one that tells stories of freedom, individuality, and emotion? In the case of Kim Taehyung, better known as V from BTS, his fashion is not merely a statement, it's a heartbeat, a whisper, and sometimes a thunder that shakes the world of pop culture. Every time he steps into the public eye, fans find themselves asking the same haunting question: how can one person effortlessly redefine beauty, confidence, and authenticity with a single look? It begins long before the flashing cameras, long before the echoing cheers at airports and the glittering lights of fashion weeks. Taehyung has always been different, not just in the way he dresses, but in the way he moves through life. His aura carries the weight of mystery, yet the warmth of familiarity. When he smiles, it feels like time slows down. When he gazes, it feels like he sees through the soul. Fans call it the Taehyung effect, an invisible pull that no one fully understands, but everyone feels. At first glance, he might appear calm and distant, yet those who follow him closely know that behind that serene gaze lies an ocean of emotion. His fashion choices are not random. They are mirrors of his inner world. One day, he's seen in an oversized tweed coat and vintage scarf. The next in a satin shirt, paired with pearl earrings and loafers that gleam under the Parisian lights. Each look tells a silent story of confidence, art, rebellion, and love. His fans don't just admire his style, they study it, decode it, and sometimes even replicate it. Yet, no one can quite capture the essence that makes his fashion feel alive. Is it the way he pairs the old with the new, classic nostalgia, infused with modern flair? Or is it how he carries every outfit like a piece of art, not afraid to embrace imperfection, vulnerability, or softness in a world that often demands toughness? Taehyung doesn't wear clothes, he breathes life into them. And the world watches in awe, not realizing that what they're seeing isn't just fashion, it's emotion materialized. But style alone isn't what keeps people captivated. His personality, equally enigmatic and endearing, becomes the other half of the story. Taehyung's charm lies not in grand gestures, but in subtle sincerity. Whether he's laughing uncontrollably during a behind-the-scenes shoot, comforting a bandmate, or greeting fans with a shy wave, his authenticity radiates without trying. He has mastered the art of being effortlessly real in a world obsessed with perfection. Fans often describe him as a paradox, confident yet humble, mysterious yet open, distant yet deeply kind. He might be one of the most photographed men in the world, yet, somehow, every candid picture feels personal, as if he's looking directly at you. Perhaps that's the secret. Kim Taehyung makes everyone feel seen. There's something magnetic about the way he connects with people. During live broadcasts, he doesn't just talk, he listens. His calm voice, gentle pauses, and the soft hum of his laughter create an atmosphere where fans feel safe, heard, and loved. It's not about fame, it's about presence. And that presence, that quiet sincerity, is what fans all over the world keep coming back to. Even when he stands in silence, his energy fills the room. During fashion events, journalists have confessed that when Taehyung enters, the air changes. Cameras shift, conversations pause, and all eyes instinctively turn to him. It's not arrogance, it's magnetism. He doesn't need to do anything, one stylist once said. He just exists, and people feel something. Taehyung's unique style has turned him into a muse for some of the world's top designers. From Celine to Cartier, he has redefined what it means to be a global fashion icon. Yet, unlike others, he doesn't chase trends, he creates them. His fashion philosophy seems to come from somewhere deeper, almost spiritual. In one interview, he mentioned how he draws inspiration from emotions, from music, from the way he feels in the moment. That's why his style never feels forced, it evolves with him, breathing as he breathes. What's even more fascinating is how his inner personality blends seamlessly with his external image. He doesn't wear luxury to impress. He wears it to express. There's always a touch of soul behind the silk, a trace of sincerity behind the shine. When he walks in front of flashing cameras, he doesn't appear as a celebrity, playing a part. He looks like an artist living his truth. That's what makes fans fall deeper. The realization that Kim Taehyung isn't performing. He's being. Every public appearance becomes a chapter in his ongoing story. The world remembers his arrival at Paris Fashion Week, the way the crowd screamed, the way the photographers froze as he stepped out of his car, dressed in an all-black Celine ensemble, his hair brushed by the golden Paris sun. For a moment, the world stopped, and everyone's eyes met his. That moment became viral, not because of what he wore, but because of the feeling he carried. A sense of confidence so serene it felt almost sacred. Social media are lit up with millions of posts. Fans wrote essays analyzing his outfit, his gestures, even the way he adjusted his collar. Yet amidst all the noise, one truth remained: Taehyung doesn't need to chase attention. Attention finds him. Those close to him often describe him as a thinker, someone who feels deeply and observes quietly. He spends time painting, taking photographs, and appreciating the small details of life. This balance between artistic sensitivity and worldly fame gives him an aura unlike any other idol. It's not surprising that fans see him not only as an entertainer, but also as a poet of emotions. There's something timeless about him, something that transcends the fleeting trends of fame. In a world that changes overnight, Taehyung remains unshaken, his core rooted in authenticity. That's perhaps why fans describe loving him as a journey, not an obsession. Each interaction, each moment, feels meaningful. When he posts a picture, fans don't just double tap. They feel something stir inside. His artistry, whether in music or fashion, touches something human, something raw and real. It's easy to see why brands and magazines chase him. Why his face graces billboards from Seoul to New York. Why his name dominates headlines. But the real story isn't about fame. It's about connection. Taehyung represents something rare in today's fast-paced world, a reminder that elegance isn't just about how you look, but how you make others feel. Perhaps the most beautiful part of his journey is how he remains grounded despite the chaos of stardom. His friends often mention his kindness, his quiet humor, and his love for simple moments. Whether he's walking his dog Yeontan or watching the sunset, he finds joy in things that most people overlook. That simplicity becomes his strength, a soft power that shines brighter than any spotlight. And maybe that's why fans can't help but fall for him again and again. Because behind the fame, behind the designer clothes and flashing lights, stands a man who feels, who loves, who hurts, who dreams. He doesn't hide behind perfection. He embraces imperfection with grace. And in that vulnerability, he becomes real. So when you see Kim Taehyung standing on a red carpet or walking down the streets of Paris in his signature effortless style, remember that you're not just seeing a global superstar, you're witnessing an artist in motion, a human being expressing his soul through fabric, music, and emotion. Every glance, every outfit, every smile carries a story. Maybe that's why millions are drawn to him, because in his silence, they hear music, in his elegance, they find comfort, and in his eyes, they see truth. Kim Taehyung isn't just a man of style. He's a movement of emotion, a reflection of beauty that lives beyond appearance. So here's a question for you: what is it about Taehyung that touches you the most? Is it his unique fashion sense, his tender soul, or the way he makes you feel seen even through a screen? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because this story doesn't end here. It lives on in every heartbeat that races a little faster whenever Kim Taehyung appears.